Hi guys, I'm back to show you the ornament that I completed for my husband. You saw the last video showing what it looked like with the glitter put in, and he was just ready to decorate. The problem I was having with his ornament was I didn't want it to be girly. He didn't want it to be girly. I didn't want to add flowers or feathers or leaves or, you know, anything girly. So I was having a little bit of a crisis about it. And with Christmas just a couple of days away now, I really wanted to get it done and, you know, focus on other things like making cookies and little candies and things like that, cleaning the house and getting ready for Christmas. So, I'm excited because I finally figured something out and I want to share it with you guys, and hopefully when you see it you'll be inspired, and it'll make you smile and it'll get you excited to make something for your husband or your boyfriend or your brother or your dad or something. So this was all Tim Holtz inspired with a few of my own little trinkets. So I just want to mention to you first that I'm very grateful for getting this trunk case here, and I got this on Blitsy. You guys saw me show it to you, and basically I have a lot of my Tim Holtz things and a lot of my, you know, little trinkets and fasteners and socks and frames, and so a lot of metal pieces are in here. This is basically like my girl boy toolkit. So I just took this out and I dug in the little grooves, and I created this, I'm gonna call it a steampunk masculine ornament. Now it's probably not as masculine as it could be because I did use glitter, but I do want to show you what I made, and I think my husband's really gonna like it. He's sleeping now, so let me just pull it out for you. And this is what it looks like. I'm gonna make sure that the lighting for the video is good so that you can see everything. So his name is Axel, and I created the A with using Bling on a Roll by Recollections. I don't have it handy, but you did see it in the last video. And so what I did was I just added some trinkets. I added this pin up here. I tied it to the ribbon. I double looped the ribbon and then I tied it up, and then I added this Making Memories charm hanging from it. In the middle here I added this button, this flat back button, and this I got at Joann's. It's silver, it's a snowflake, so I hot glued it to the back, to the base here of the ornament. I hung this key from the other side of this trinket pin, and using some Tim Holtz jump rings, and then it's called Life. There was another one I had, but it was kind of too big and it didn't look right, it didn't feel right. So and then in the front here I have a little steampunk car. This used to be a charm, but I broke off the little loop here because I didn't want it to hang. I wanted it to sit. So and then turning it around, on this side I have one of the gears sitting behind there, and then this is like one of those little doorknob fasteners. The other side looks like a bolt. So I hot glued the back piece there, and then I just twisted the front here so that it's kind of movable, and it's one of those ornaments that you could just fiddle around with and play with. So in the back here I added another one of those snowflakes to fill a spot, and then this here is a little tricky. Let me first mention that inside here where the ribbon is, I added one of the bigger snowflakes, the flat back snowflake, and that I got at Joanne. It's silver. And then what I did here, there's 3 pieces here that are being held together by this spinner. And so what I did was I took one of the tokens by Tim Holtz. It says Imagine, and behind it I added a Tim Holtz sprocket gear. Then behind that, this little gear right here, which I'll show you on this side again. This little gear right here, these are gears that my husband brought home one day from his job, and I used them on my timepiece Bull Bunny mini album. And I had a few extras, so I added it, and I clipped it back with this the spinner and a brad. So this is also movable, and it's kind of, you know, it's fun just to play with it. So on this side, there goes that gear that my husband brought. That's on this side. You could see it better here. So what I did was I tucked in this piece of film strip. See it? I tucked that in behind the, let me see if I could show you, behind the trinket pin. I tucked that in behind there with some hot glue, and then I kind of did like a little fancy, you know, swirl so that it looks like there's movement. And I added this because I wanted it to be a little bit more manly. I wanted it to look industrial, and also because it reminds me of a film strip. I know this looks more like photography film, but my husband loves watching movies, and this kind of reminded me of the film strip from the movie theaters. So from the, you know, the old time movie theaters. So I added that there, and then for the little ticket, what I did was I punched out this ticket out of a Tattered Time ticket, which came in a 6x4 pad. And this ticket punch is by EK Success, and there's 3 in the punch. I mean, I could just go grab it for you, but I'll go grab it for you. Let me put this down right here. So I don't know the name of the punch, but this is what it looks like. And there's 3 sizes, so I used the smaller one, and I punched out the ticket from the Tattered Time matte stack, and used a little paper clip here that was also from Tim Holtz. I distressed it with vintage photo, and then I added the year 2011. So that is my little steampunk ornament. I'm so happy that it didn't shatter with all the hot gluing going on. I will give you a 360. I'm sorry if the music's too loud. This was really fun. Like, I just took out the trinket box and just kept adding things here and there and made it very dimensional. And then it just hangs by a loop of this string, this ribbon. So I hope you like it. I hope you're inspired, and Merry Christmas to you and your family from us here in Florida. Be blessed.